Hello everyone, welcome to Garit Gurukul and this is Yogesh Garg. In this video, we are going to discuss JEE Advanced 2016 Paper 2 question number 50 and this question is based on vectors. So what we have, let U cap be a unit vector, right? In R cube it means x, y, z, real values. In W cap there is another vector, right? Given that there exists a vector V vector in R cube again such that U vector cross V vector mod is equal to 1 and U cap dot I'm sorry, W cap dot U cap into V vector is equal to 1. Which of the following statements is or are correct? So this is the more than one choice correct question, and we can clearly see between A and B one must be true, and we have C and D. It is U cap lies in the XY plane. We will solve it, right? First of all, what we have to think, what we have to see. I think first we should see C or D options, or for that matter, we should proceed with the question, right? It's a very interesting question. In case if I say that if this question appears in examination, you are just solving it, it can make you bewildered. And why I'm saying this? Because uh, you are not going to say in the first moment of in the initial moment what you should do. You will not able to get it right. In that particular case, just go with the flow. That is, find think for this particular expression and think for this expression, right? But now, should we use this U cap and should we write V vector as V1 I cap, V2 J cap? That will be very difficult. So what we should do? We should use this idea that U cap cross V vector, it will be equal to it. How can we write this? U cap mod V vector mod into some n cap, which is the vector perpendicular to U cap as well as V vector into sine theta, where theta is the angle between U cap and V vector. I hope you are getting this. But we have to find its mod. So its mod will be, it is 1, it is mod of V, right? So mod of V vector, n cap mod, it will be 1, sine theta mod, it will be sine theta only. So this is equal to 1. So we have this expression as 1. So this is one thing what we have. Another thing which we can find, which we can think of, is W cap dot U cross V vector, right? It is equal to 1. Now how to go about this? See, we know, we have already written this. U cap cross V cap, U cap cross V vector is equal to U mod U, that is 1, mod V n cap sine theta. So we can clearly write this as mod V n cap sine theta, and we have to do dot with W cap is equal to 1. Clearly doing dot with this will introduce just one more thing, that is cos of angle between W cap and n cap, right? Let us say angle between, first of all write the expression, right? First of all let us write the expression. So this is V vector mod into sine theta into cos phi, and that is equal to 1, where we should write phi is angle between W cap and U cap cross V vector, isn't it? And interestingly, cos phi is equal to 1. Why I am saying so? Because mod of V vector into sine theta is equal to 1. So this is 1 into anything. If it is equal to 1, clearly cos phi should be equal to 1, right? So if cos phi is equal to 1, what should be the angle between W cap and U cross and U cap cross V vector? What should be the angle between them? 0. 2 pi or 0, same thing, right? It means W cap is collinear with U cap cross V vector, isn't it? Let us say there is some k, but it should not be. It should be k should be equal to 1. Why? Because mod of W cap will be 1, and mod of U cap cross V vector is equal to 1. So k should be equal to 1. Remove this. So now we have this expression. W cap is equal to U cap cross V vector. They are same. It means what we can say for this particular thing, what we can say, W cap is perpendicular to U cap and vector V. Now just see A and B options. Or and for particular, is it given that there is a particular u vector? No, it is a unit vector in R cube. It can be anything. U1, U2, U3. They can be anything. So you have infinite possibilities of u cap, right? Now just think for a moment. U cap cross V vector is equal to W cap. Yes, W cap is a fixed vector. Fine. Let us say it is somewhere. This is the vector. But U cap, it is varying. It is varying, right? So if it is varying, V vector should vary. There should be infinite choices of V vector as well. It's not a unique vector, right? So there are infinitely many choices for such V vector. Now how to figure out between C and D? See, if u cap lies in the xy plane, then mod u1 is equal to u2. So they are talking of components. They are talking about components. So we should write in the component form only. Now just think that if u cap lies in the xy plane, what should be its form? If it is in xy plane only, there should not be k cap. There should not be any component of k cap, right? So if u cap lies in the xy plane, then u cap should be equal to u1 I cap plus u2 j cap. Fine. Similarly, if u cap lies in the xz plane, then it implies u cap is equal to u1 I cap plus u3 k cap. Fine. Now just think that if w and u cap, they are perpendicular, so it means w cap dot u cap, it should be equal to 0. Fine. So you have this expression. W cap is 1 by root 6, and I think you're getting this. We need not to write 1 by root 6. We can simply remove this. Their dot is equal to 0. So I plus j plus 2k, I plus j plus 2k, I cap plus j cap plus 2k cap into u vector is u cap is u1 I cap plus u2 j cap plus u3 k cap. So it is equal to 0. So from this you have clearly u1 plus u2 plus 2u3 is equal to 0. But this is in general u cap. If in case u cap is given as a vector lying in xy plane only, then you should remove this thing. For C option, for checking C option, we will have, if you take dot of this, you will get u1 plus u2 is equal to 0, which implies u1 is equal to minus u2. And through this we can clearly say that mod of u1 is equal to mod of u2, isn't it? Similarly, check for D option. Check for D option whether D is correct or not. From D, for D, we have to do this I plus j cap plus 2k cap and take dot with u1 I cap. I'm sorry for bad handwriting. u1 I cap plus not u2 j cap but u3 k cap. Right. From this you will get u1 plus 2u3 is equal to 0. So from this u1 mod is equal to 2u3 mod. But in D option we have 2u1 mod is equal to u3 mod. So D is not correct, but C is correct. So B and C, these two options are correct in this particular question, and D is not correct. So again, is there any utility of this question with respect to base examination? Now you will be killing me for this statement that this question, again, not directly important for mains examination, but important. Why I am saying so? See, this thing, writing this u cap cross v vector in this particular form and having this particular expression, I am just saying that if you combine these two things, you have very just forget that what u cap is given, what w cap is given, and don't think for A and B option. They will certainly not ask this in mains examination. But just this second and third expression, this expression which I have just encircled, from this you have very interesting. That is, w cap is equal to u cap cross v cap. What they can do, they can give this statement, they can give these two expressions, and they can ask you which among the following option is correct. Right? That can be the question. Easily, that can be asked easily. So the advantage of solving this question in particular moment of time is this only, that they can reframe this question, make it a little bit easy, and a question that can be asked in mains examination, that a direct question can be made out of this. They will give these two expressions, they will write 4 options of making w cap in terms of u cap and v vector. they can do this thing, right? That is the only purpose of solving this question at this particular moment of time, right? So I hope this video was clear to each and every one of you. This question was clear to each one of you. In case you have a doubt, please do comment. And if you like the video, if you like the content of this particular channel of mine and yours as well, then share it and subscribe it and share it with your friends if you like it, right? And only, and share it with the relevant students, share it with the relevant friends of yours, those who are preparing for mains advance, right? And stay tuned, keep watching Gurukul. We will be back with more such videos.